Hello and welcome to this series of videos about SDF. So now that we have two implementations of iStore, what if we want to resolve the in-memory while testing and the other one while running the application in actual environment? We can use profiles in SDF for this. So we first start with setting appropriate profiles in the dependency providers. Multiple profiles can be configured for a dependency. Hence, let's set dev and prod for the file-based object store. So profiles equals, we're going to provide multiple, that is dev and prod, and for in-memory we're going to pass the profile as test. Next, we need to pass the target profiles to SDF, that is for which profile dependencies need to be resolved. Profiles can be passed either in the resolver config, this one, or in the JVM arguments. So if you remember, this is our init method in the main class, and in the init we are configuring the dependency resolver config. So let's pass the profile in the resolver config. So set profile will start with dev. With this profile, the expectation is that the object store should be resolved. Let's see. All right. So book and stocks are created and fetched, and there should be two files in objects, one for book and one for stock. Now let's change this to test and see. So nothing should be created in objects because the in-memory store should be resolved, which is configured for profile test. Let's check that. As we can see, book is created with in-memory and fetched from in-memory, and so is stock, stored in in-memory and retrieved from in-memory. Now let's remove this profile from here and pass it in the JVM argument and see it in action. Pass -d SDF dot, the context name will pass default for now, dot profile equals the target profile. So we'll pass prod here, and for prod the object store should be resolved, hence the file should be created under objects. Let's see that. All right, so if you see, book and stocks are created and fetched, and in objects two files are created, one for book and one for stock. So it worked as expected. All right, one more thing, when profile is passed in both JVM argument and dependency resolver config, JVM argument gets the higher precedence. So we saw about profiles and how can we resolve different dependencies based on profile. We have come a long way understanding the features about SDF. We have few more features about SDF to know, which we will see in the next series of videos. Until then, happy learning and happy coding.